Hello, Thomas here again, and for the book talk of mangas and graphic novels. Today, I'll be talking about graphic novels and what to recommend. Now, so there are a few genres of graphic novels that is related to some movies, TV series, superheroes, some fairy tales, tales. Like for example, The Walking Dead. Now, this graphic novel series is related to the TV series of The Walking Dead. If you haven't seen The Walking Dead, The Walking Dead is a TV series which take place in a post-apocalyptic Earth where zombies infest the planet and they have to survive against them. If you are interested in reading, then I recommend reading The Walking Dead graphic novel. Also, there are some movies that have been turned into graphic novels as well, such as Star Wars, Return of the Jedi. Now, this graphic novel follows the movie of the Star Wars series. This is where after Anakin found out that Darth Vader is his father, and instead of going to the planet of his master, or Yoda, he sent both droids to be traded off to Jabba the Hutt so he could save Han Solo. However, it turned out bad, and both the droids were kept by him, and Layla been captured along with Chewie. So Luke went there to save them. Without there being some casualties, a few were attacked. Hans was saved. Jabba is gone, and now they are getting ready to fight the Emperor and Darth Vader to destroy the Death Star. Or if you are interested in sci-fi, then I would recommend this graphic novel. If you love superheroes or anything related to that, such as DC or Marvel, but you do not want to read the short comic books, then I would recommend reading some of the graphic novels of what we have in our collection, such as Superman and Batman, Captain Marvel, Black Panther, and Spiderman. Man, for those that don't know these superheroes, Spiderman is a guy who's been bitten by a radioactive spider during his high school years. Now, instead of taking things responsibly with it, he was thinking of making some money from a fight. But that led to the consequence of his uncle dying and him going after the murder of his uncle. However, when he found him and was about to take him down, he found out it was the thief that he let escape instead of stopping him, and he blames himself for it. So now he became Spider-Man by following his uncle's word of wisdom. With great power comes great responsibility. If you love Spider-Man, then I would recommend reading the graphic novel series of it. And then there's the Black Panther in our collection, where it takes place in a place called Wakanda, where every king of that city, he becomes a hero known as the Black Panther. If you love this of Marvel, and if you've seen the Black Panther movies, then I would recommend reading the graphic novel of the Black Panther. There's Captain Marvel, who is half alien and half human. She found out that she was part Kree when she was in outer space, and thanks to that her powers has been unlocked and started to use her powers for good after retiring from Air Forces. If you love the Captain Marvel movies, and a few of the comics of Miss Marvel, well, then I would recommend reading Captain Marvel. There are a few other comic books in our graphic novels in our collection that aren't related to DC or Marvel, such as Hit Girl, and one called Invincible. Now this is a graphic novel series following a guy named Mark Grayson, who is just like everyone else but with powers. So he's living a double life of being a hero and a civilian. If you love superhero genres, if you have read some of the superhero comics of Iron Man, Batman, and Superman, or any of the other heroes, then I would recommend reading Invincible for the graphic novel series. Everyone loved fairy tales such as Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, Beauty and the Beast, The Three Little Pigs, and many other fairy tales of childhood. If you remember them, what would happen if you put them into the real world? Yes, I know this has been done and for one TV series, but here's a graphic novel series that I would really recommend trying to read, called Fables. Now, Fables is just like Once Upon a Time, but instead of being sucked into the real world for the fairy tales had to run away into the real world to get away from a tyrant emperor. So they are living a modern life there, such as Beauty and the Beast, Rapunzel, Cinderella, the Three Little Pigs living in a farm property for other animal fairy tales, and then there's the big bad wolf, who has a interesting twist to him when he's living in the big cities with the other fairy tales. If you want to know what the interesting twist is for the big bad wolf, then I would recommend reading the Fables series. That is all the graphic novels that I would recommend. And there are many other graphic novels in our collection, such as The Runaways, a few other Marvel comics, including the amazing, fantastic, incredible Stan Lee. Yes, Stan Lee himself is in this graphic novel. If you loved his comic book series, if you loved of him when he was making the Marvel comics, then I would definitely recommend checking out this graphic novel from our collection.